What's good, y'all? It's your boy Duke coming at you again with another video. Today we're going to be doing the top 10 Drake songs ever. I think the list is pretty good from my perspective. Obviously, comment if you disagree with anything. I'm also going to have 5 notable songs that kind of could have made the list. I think you could kind of put them in there, but they didn't make my top 10 this time. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. But without any more talk, let's get into the list. Also, actually I lied before we start. Please like the video, subscribe, share, help me out all you guys can. I appreciate the love and support that I've gotten so far. You guys are honestly just amazing, and I appreciate everything you guys do for me. So thank you. Please like, please share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let's get started. To start off the list, at number 10, we got 5 a.m. in Toronto, which actually didn't make an album, surprisingly. But it is on the AM PM series, so you know you got 4 p.m. in Calabasas, 9 a.m. in Dallas, 6 p.m. in New York, and then obviously 5 a.m. in Toronto. Just a really introspective track from Drake, just talking about where he's at in his life at the point that the song was made, obviously. Kind of how he sees the world as a rapper and just where he's been, where he's going, his goals and things like that. So number 10, 5 a.m. in Toronto. And at number 9, we got Teenage Fever, which is off of Views. It is Valentine's Day, so you know this is a song that's definitely on my Valentine's playlist. Shout out to Brianna. But Teenage Fever, just a really melodic track. You know, I don't even know how to describe it. Just beautiful music. He's singing this track. It's not a rap song. I think a lot of the songs on here are going to be a good balance of singing and rapping. I think Drake does it pretty well. So, but number 9, we got Teenage Fever. Number 8, we got our first song off Views, Feel No Ways. This song, fantastic. I think anyone that knows the song can probably know what point in their life they were when they heard it or when they were hearing it a lot. And it's one of those songs. It's I don't want to say it's like a heartbreak ballad, but it's kind of like a heartbreaking song. And I think it's pretty fitting for Valentine's Day. I mean, just like Teenage Fever. But, I mean, it's just one of those songs where when I put it on, I put all my emotion to it. And feel no way, feel no way. I don't know. This makes me pretty happy. But number 8, Feel No Ways. So those that have been watching, I'm going to fix my cutscenes. No more mess up. I'm sorry about that. But number 7, we got Crew Love, which is the first song that we have off Take Care, which is Drake's second best album. But The Weeknd, starts off the song, and I think that kind of sets it up. And then when Drake comes in, it's just a fantastic track. That's another song where I knew exactly where I was in a time of my life when Take Care, just the album in general, and Crew Love was just in my life. So great song. Number 7, Crew Love. At number 6, we have another non-album making song, but it's so great. Girls Love Beyonce. So many people have done covers of it. I mean, if you just look it up, Girls Love Beyonce covers. I can't remember the dude's name. I think he's like Cuban or something, but he rips it. It's fantastic. It's just one of those songs. Even Bryson Tiller did a remix to it. I think everyone knows it, even though it's not on the album, which is great. It kind of just speaks to how great Drake is, and I don't know, another good song for Valentine's Day for those looking for a playlist, even though it's today. But regardless, number 6, Girls Love Beyonce. Number 5, we have the first song off of Thank Me Later, which is Miss Me. And I was almost contemplating, it's gonna sound weird enough, but I was almost contemplating switching this with Fancy, just because they kind of give me the same vibe, and I had to put Miss Me in. Just a great song. I think this is when I first became a Drake fan. I was listening to this song, and it's just so catchy. Miss me a little when I'm gone. I just hope that you miss me a little when I'm gone. I don't know. Drake is just one of those special artists. So obviously Miss Me was a hit, but I feel like everyone knows the song, even if you're not that familiar with Drake's catalog. And, again, just speaks to how great Drake is. So number 5, Miss Me. So we made it this far. We're at number 4. And we have our second song off of Views, which is actually surprising because I think that's his third best album. But Western Road Flows is obviously one of those songs he's talking about where he come from, just his friends, his past, everything. I won't say everything, but kind of just what Toronto meant to him, and especially Western Road, just all the memories that he has from there. And I think it's one of those introspective tracks where you just have to respect it. I think Drake, when he gives you these tracks, it's kind of special just because a lot of the times, especially since he's gotten bigger, you don't really hear him talk too much about his past. He's kind of more in the limelight now. So just great track. Number 4, Western Road Flows. We're in the top 3 now. This third song, if you don't know it, you're not a Drake fan. In my opinion, you're just someone who likes his music, probably. All real Drake fans know this song. So number 3, Days in the East. Some people might say I have it a little bit too high, but I don't think so whatsoever. This is Drake at his hit-making best. This song also is not on an album. I think it's the 3rd song on this list that isn't on an album, but every true Drake fan knows this song. And actually, I was thinking about interchanging this song with Club Paradise, but I don't know. Days in the East, I think, is a little bit bigger. I think it's a little bit better, and it shows a lot more versatility in a track that I expect from Drake. So great song. Number 3, Days in the East. At number 2, we got Headlines. This song, for a lot of people, I think if you're a bandwagon fan, it probably should be in your top 5 regardless. But a lot of people that are they're not really fans, they're just casual listeners, I'd say they probably have this at 1, or at least in their top 3. So I think this song, even though it has a lot of commercial success, is actually just a great song. It's right before Drake is one of the biggest artists in the world, but he's still kind of there. So, I mean, you could kind of hear the humbleness in his voice, the hunger, the drive, the determination, but you can kind of hear him starting to get a little bit, I don't want to say lackadaisical, because, I mean, he's one of the greatest to do it, but is in his comfort zone. If you listen to post Versace music from Drake, is definitely way more comfortable for him. He's confident, has no reason to stress, and I think this is kind of the turning point. So Headlines, great song, number 2 on the list. At number 1, we got Jungle, which is the first and only song off of If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. Now it's not the end track, because that's 6 p.m. in New York, but this song to me is just when I think of Drake, it's kind of how I envision him being. It's a good it's like a melodic track for sure, but I think he's saying things in there, and it kind of lets you know his thought process, how he feels about certain things. And as a Drake fan, obviously I appreciate that coming from him, and obviously it's my favorite track. So if you haven't listened to any of these songs, go ahead, give them a listen. Hopefully I gave you the albums, so if they're on an album, you can find them on like Apple Music, Spotify, all those good ones. Everything else you could probably find somewhere on the net. So go ahead, give those a listen. But before I end the video, like I said, I had 5 notable songs, so I'll give you guys those now. Number 1, I got Marvin's Room, which is off of Take Care. Everyone should know that song, but it didn't make my list today. Number 2, I got Best I Ever Had, which is off of, is it off of So Far Gone? Yeah, So Far Gone, sorry. Yeah, So Far Gone. We got 3, Forever, which I'm not sure which album that's off of, but Drake's verse on that, I might not even be Drake's song, but I'm pretty sure it is. But Drake's verse on that is kind of what put him on the map, and, I obviously appreciate that. Number 4, we got Legend, which is off of If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, is the opening track. Also, I want to put Tuscan Leather in there with Legend, 2 of the greatest opening songs, in my opinion, in hip-hop history. People can debate me on that, whatever. And then number 5, I have Fear, which is one of the most introspective tracks from Drake. I could probably make a top 10 on introspective songs from Drake, but Fear is on that. So that's my top 10 list, and then obviously 5 notable songs. Go give those a listen. Drake, if you ever watch this, let me get an interview, man. And I appreciate you guys watching. Also, last but not least, please again, like, subscribe, comment, share. I just want to get as big as I possibly can. So I've gotten a lot of support so far. I've gone out with people like, hey man, I like what you're doing. So I just appreciate the love. Obviously right now we're at 39 followers, so I'm trying to get to 50, 39 subscribers, excuse me. I'm trying to get to 50, and then, you know, hopefully from 50 we can get to 100, 100 to 200. But it's all a process. So I appreciate you guys that have been with me from the start, and let's keep going. Oh, and I swear, okay, this is the last thing. I'm almost out of here. I won't take up any more of your time. Follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram at It's Your Boy Duke. You'll find a lot more, obviously, well, that's where you find like all of what I'm gonna be posting. If I start getting a big enough following, I'll definitely have like a more set schedule. Now I'm just kind of posting videos when I get a chance. So go follow me on those if you don't already. And again, thanks for watching. So guys, have a great rest of your day, and go Drake.